Well, welcome into the Cook Center. We are on the campus of Mid-America Nazarene University, and you're set for some Heart of America Conference tip-off action between your hosts, the Pioneers, and the visiting Baker Wildcats. The Wildcats in town from Baldwin City with an 8-1 record. They are nationally ranked in the top 25 polls and 5-0 undefeated in Heart of America Conference play. So a shorthanded Pioneer team will have their hands full. Shorthanded without their starting center, Shane Stevenson, who has a hand injury, will hopefully be back soon, but it's going to be a different look starting lineup for your Pioneers with Isaiah Cole, the sophomore from Olathe, out there in the starting group alongside Brooks Langer, Joe Buchanan, Malachi Bryan at the point guard spot, and Gerard Bosch inside. And Baker right away goes to their first team all-conference player, Quentin Harvey. Harvey couldn't get the layup to go, but Nick Whittick was there on the offensive rebound and the putback. Excuse me, that was Corey Jones, not Whittick. Whittick hounds the ball up top now. This is a fantastic defensive team, the Wildcats. Though two guys went with the backdoor cutter that time. Isaiah Cole was left all alone. He missed the open three from the left wing. Here come the Wildcats. It's Ahmed Magoob. Puts it on the deck, cut off by Langer. This Baker team starts two guys that shoot a staggering percentage from the three-point line. Magoob, one of them, Ty Henry, the other. They shoot it well as a team, but those two guys off the charts, 50 and 60% from downtown, respectively. The Pioneers are going to turn it over, just hounded at midcourt by Nick Whittick and Corey Jones. Harvey leads the team in scoring at 17 a game, almost 19 a game in the conference. And Rigatuso, their second leading scorer, comes in off the bench. This Wildcat team is just absolutely loaded. There's Henry, shot fake, then the casual pull-up jumper up and in. And Ty Henry shooting nearly 60% from the three-point line on the season, and it's not low volume. These guys get them up, and they shoot it so well. 4-0 start for the Wildcats. Pioneers go inside to Bosch. He's one-on-one with Henry. Gerard spinning, goes to the right-handed jump hook, up and in. Bosch gets the scoring started for the Pioneers. Might be a bit of a favorable matchup there, one-on-one. Bosch with a couple of inches on Henry, and Henry more than capable of holding his own in there, but a bit more of a perimeter player traditionally. Not really a true big on the floor for the Wildcats, just a lot of versatility. Harvey can play inside and out. Henry the same thing. Magoob the same thing. Here come Wildcats in transition. Brooks Langer, three ball from the corner, and it rattles out. The freshman Joe Buchanan battling for the rebound. Had it for a moment, but Nick Whittick stole it away, a 5'11 senior transfer out of Allen County. A lot of Allen County guys on this Wildcat team. Magoob, an Allen County transfer as well. Three on the way from Quentin Harvey. Goes down. Seems like Harvey's been at Baker for a long time. He's been an all-conference performer year after year. He'd be a grad senior maybe, the fifth year, the COVID senior. There's another turnover. Wildcat defense causing issues early. Whittick into the paint, kicks. Harvey all the way to the cup, the reverse layup up and in. Quentin Harvey with 5 quick points. It's 9-2 Baker Wildcats Coach Hector wants to talk things over and settle his group down. It's a 9-2 lead, 7:20 to go in the first half. Malachi Bryant brings it across after the timeout. See what Pioneers have drawn up in the ATO. Handoff Langer up top to Bosch. Empty side pick and roll. Absolutely hounding ball pressure from Corey Jones. And the Wildcats are making everything difficult. Even initiating offense is a chore right now. Baker team only giving up 64 a game in Hart Conference play. Double teamed inside is Buchanan. He kicks it out to Bosch. Late shot clock now. Gerard's going to have to cast up a three, fading to his right. It's no good, and Corey Jones pulls down the rebound. Another stop for the Wildcats. Here comes Whittick in transition. To Magoo, right back to Whittick. Junior college teammates came to Baker together. I believe I have that right anyway. Magoo, again, shoots 50% from the three-point line. Run off the line that time. Now it's Harvey into the paint. A lot of contact there, and it's going to be a travel. It's good defense that time. Pioneers came over and helped, and you've got to pay a lot of attention to Quentin Harvey. Much needed stop. Now got to find an answer on the offensive end. This is Mid-American Nazarene. Stagger double away for Buchanan. High post entry. Like to run offense out of that pinch post area. Back to Buchanan on the twirl. Three on the way. Rattles out. Whittick pulls it in, and here come the Wildcats. They want to play fast in transition. Down the floor in a hurry. When you have this many efficient offensive players, why not play a high possession game? Only loss on the year coming by way of Florida College, I believe, a ranked team down in Florida on the road, and have been burying people ever since. Wildcats now up 10, 8 points already for Harvey, and I believe they won a conference game last week by 50, and you can see why. Magoob, the steal, all alone. Ahmed Magoob just about traveled. He's going to put it up and in. Lost his footing there after the steal, but Wildcat defense continuing to impress. Bryant hounded up top, and Nick Whittick just about took it away. And we'll see Brandon Van Dyke check in at the point guard spot. The ball pressure applied by Nick Whittick has been off the charts early. Backdoor cut, left Langer open in the corner. Brooks Langer's three, too strong. Bosch tipped it away, but it came in the hands of Corey Jones. He was looking for Henry in transition. Good transition defense by Isaiah Cole, saves the layup. Baker will keep possession, baseline underneath. Head coach Sean Dooley has got to be thrilled with the group he's got out on the floor. As good a team as we've seen in the Hart. No question about it. Magoob left open for three, left wing, no good. Whittick, the point guard, finding himself an offensive rebound in traffic, and Magoob's going to go to the free throw line. Team is too good to give extra possessions to, and that time it was just 5'11" Nick Whittick, senior from West Palm Beach, Florida, but out of Allen County Community College. Came away with the board. We have an official timeout. I don't know if we're reviewing the clock or what the issue is. We'll give you they were checking to see who the personal foul's on. It's going to be on Brooks Langer. And 2 in off the bench for the Wildcats after the made free throws are Cayman Lennox and Noah Rigatuso. Rigatuso, the second leading scorer on this Baker club and a first-team all-conference player a season ago. And just likes the feel of coming in off the bench, or Coach Dooley likes the spark it gives his team when they need it. They haven't needed one yet. A 14-point lead early. Cayman Lennox, also a local guy out of Kansas City, UMKC right out of high school, and has been a couple places since. There's Joe Buchanan getting on the scoreboard. First bucket of the game for the freshman from Manchester. And he pulls down the defensive rebound here. Van Dyke going to push the pace to Buchanan. Ball swung around the perimeter. Bosch shot fakes, puts it on the deck, had it stripped. Rigatuso has it. All 5 guys on the floor for the Wildcats can handle and will push the pace themselves. They don't need to find a point guard. They can all do it. And there's Cayman Lennox in the corner. Drive and kick to Whittick, back to Lennox. 3 on the way from the right wing. Knocked down by the lefty, Cayman Lennox. A picture-perfect start if you are in the black uniforms and from Baldwin City. 19-4, 6 minutes into this one. Backdoor cut, Van Dyke, strip. There's Nick Whittick again. He has been all over the place defensively. Found Harvey in transition, who missed the reverse layup, but Ty Henry there for the rebound. Some 5-out looks offensively for the Wildcats. There's Lennox, same spot he just hit one. This one left short. Branton Van Dyke pulls down the rebound. He throws it ahead of the field to Joe Buchanan, and Buchanan lays it in. There's a Utah basket for the Pioneers. They can get one in transition in the first few seconds of the shot clock. Going to have to find a way to get some easy baskets. It's that set half-court defense that's been so difficult. Henry, guarded by Buchanan, goes inside to Rigatuso. Rigatuso faces up, drives, spins, goes up and over. Good defense by Isaiah Cole. I said it over and over. I think Isaiah Cole's the best on-ball defender on this Pioneer team as a sophomore. So versatile and so athletic. Got a tough task here tonight with Rigatuso, but did a nice job that time. Van Dyke puts it on the floor, keeps the ball moving. Langer goes high post to Bosch. Fakes the handoff. Gerard steps back, takes a 3 from the top of the key, and he knocks it down. Some life offensively now from the Pioneers. Bosch has 5. The Spaniard and the Englishman have all 9 of the Pioneer points. Comes Van Dyke on the double team, forces the pickup, recovers to Rigatuso, hangs, misses the floater. Harvey on the deck, trying to get the offensive rebound. Great play, great hustle play by Branton Van Dyke. Got on the floor, got 2 hands on the ball, and that's going to be Pioneer basketball with the possession arrow when we come out of the timeout. It's a 19-9 lead for the Wildcats, 12-10 to go in the first half. You're tuned in on Hart Sports Network and MNUsports.com. Van Dyke, after stealing a possession on the defensive end, will get things set at the point guard spot offensively here. Working against Cayman Lennox. Going to be high post, Caden Caberline in. First time matched up with Kenyon Russell in off the bench for the Wildcats. Van Dyke into the paint, pull-up jumper, got it. Coach Hepker asking for the foul, too, as I think Van Dyke had a defender riding his hip as he shot it. No whistle, got it to drop anyway. Van Dyke's been a plus off the bench so far for the Pioneers. Lead down to 8, and there's a steal. Caberline and Van Dyke combine the double team, force the turnover. Branton probing, gets into the paint, and couldn't keep that pivot foot down. He whistled for the travel. The Pioneers can string a couple of stops together. Joe Buchanan back in will give Isaiah Cole a breather. Pioneers show press, little 2-2-1 press. Gary Clay at the top along with Van Dyke. Wildcats able to break it. Rigatuso goes right into the body of Caberline. Good defense from Caden, forces the miss, staying vertical. Physical play inside, but good first shot defense. It's the putback on the offensive rebound that causes the damage that time. Langer up top, guarded by Jones. Skip to Van Dyke, dangerous pass. Lennox almost got there in the passing lane. Buchanan one-on-one with Rigatuso. It's freshman versus senior. And just physical play inside. Officials have let it go that time. It's a turnover. Ball goes inside to Russell, the lone traditional big for the Wildcats. They've got a lot of size and versatility, but he may be their only back-to-the-basket post player. Pioneers have doubled him once. That time let Caberline play one-on-one. It's going to be baseline underneath. ISO for Russell. Here comes a double team late. And it left, but he found a cutting Corey Jones to the rim. Langer did a nice job recovering. Pioneers fortunate that time. Jones couldn't capitalize on the layup, cutting to the basket. Lennox going to be whistled for the bump foul. That's the first team foul on the Wildcats, which is incredible with the amount of ball pressure and physicality that they play with. And I'm not saying it's wrong either. It's just that is a physical defense over there, and had picked up their first team foul halfway through the first half. Of course, Pioneers with just one team foul as well. Clay goes inside to Buchanan. One-on-one with Magoob. Nice spin from Buchanan. Shot fake, got Russell off his feet. It's a great move from the freshman, and Joe couldn't get the finish to go. And he's going to go to the free throw line on a third opportunity. Great move in the post. Shot fake, got Russell off his feet. Couple of offensive rebounds. And Joe Buchanan at the line for two. It's Coach Dooley talking to his big fella Russell. Don't save it underneath our goal like that. Just gonna give Joe 2 shots at the line. Joe gets the first to go. Nick Whittick back in for the Wildcats, and Magoob is all alone in the front court. Now Gary Clay sees it. He's going to drop back with him. Wildcats just about turn it over, but Magoob by himself in the corner. 3 rattles out. Jones touched it. Pioneers get a stop, but they're fortunate to do so. As Clay was caught playing 2 guys, Wildcats were trying to play fast up the sideline that time, and Clay gambled for a steal. Jones came away with it and left a 50% three-point shooter alone in the corner, but Magoob's 3 rolls in and out. Clay now goes top of the key to Caberline. Bosch one-on-one in the post. Should go at Rigatuso. No help. Bosch up and over with the right-handed jump hook. No good, and Russell pulls in the rebound. Magoob to Corey Jones, who kicks a 3 from the right wing. No good. Russell the O-board this time. Now it's Magoob in the post with Clay. Poked away. Good hands by Caden. Caberline forces the turnover, and Pioneers, who want to run, are going to slow it down this time and call out a set. Trailing by 8. Every possession so important against a team like Baker. Pinned down for Bosch up top. 3 on the way. Knocked down. Gerard Bosch hits the triple. Great execution. Bosch now with 8 points. And it's a new ball game. 5-point lead for the Wildcats. Pioneers jump in the press. Whittick saying clear it out. I'll just bring it up myself, and he does. Goes by Van Dyke. To Magoob right side. Back to Whittick. To Russell. Nice pass inside from Nick Whittick. Easy bucket inside for the big fella, Kenyon Russell. Van Dyke goes baseline. Splits couple of Wildcat defenders. Got it to Caberline. Now it's Gary Clay probing. Back to Caberline. His jump hook goes up and in. Good finish by Caberline, but a nice pass inside from Gary Clay's. Offense on both sides picking up now. 23-18 your score. Skip pass from Magoob to Whittick. Rigatuso to Jones. Ball stays moving for the Wildcats. There's a dangerous pass as Magoob spun it along the baseline through all kinds of traffic, but it found Russell for the bucket. Credit Magoob for the assist. That's threading the needle. Caberline puts it on the deck. Got two Wildcats off their feet with the shot fake, and that's back-to-back buckets now for Caden Caberline. 5-point game. Wildcats got up to that huge lead early, and Pioneers have not gone away. Jones cutting to the rim. He's fouled. Not sure if they're going to get Caberline or Bosch. We'll see. They'll take us to the under 10 media timeout. Trying to give you who the foul was on. We'll give it to you after the break. I believe it's Caberline, but it's a 25-20 Baker Wildcat lead over the Pioneers with 7:37 to go in the first half here on MNUsports.com. There's some debate now about whether or not Corey Jones should be at the free throw line. I thought it was a shooting foul when we went into the break, but the officials are saying it was a foul on the floor. So it'll be Wildcat basketball baseline underneath with 20 on the shot clock. Interesting. Coach Dooley, I think, also was under the impression that was a shooting foul, but nonetheless, Nick Whittick will inbound underneath. Gets it back on the handoff up top to Jones. Guarded by Gary Clay. Now Magoob. Good ball movement from Baker. It's a Quentin Harvey three, back rim, no good, and Whittick battling for another O board. Now it's Magoob's three from the right side. Back rim too strong. Corey Jones fighting for the O board and steals another possession for the Wildcats. This Baker team so decisive. Again, all five guys out there can dribble, pass, and shoot. So you're kind of constantly in rotation, and they make quick decisions. So get you in rotation, keep you in rotation, and that's part of the reason they're able to come up with some of these offensive rebounds. Is not playing against a set shell defense. You're just scrambling. Gary Clay's whistled for the hold, fighting through a screen that time. Been a really physical first half, and that's Not an incredibly physical play to be whistled after what we've let go for the first 13 minutes both ways. I'm trying to tighten things up a bit here. As Wittick gets all the way to the rim, snakes his way in and finishes. It's a nice reverse layup from Nick Wittick. Doesn't score a ton of points normally. Wittick plays 24 minutes a game, only averages 3 points a game, but runs the show and plays phenomenal defense. Voss takes a three from the wing, no good. Clay the rebound. Buchanan takes one from up top, and Joe Buchanan hits a triple. Joe's now got 9 points, keeping the Pioneers within striking distance. Harvey snakes his way to the rim, the lefty up and in off the glass. He is a difficult matchup one-on-one. He and Anthony Brown, of course, Anthony, a Conference Player of the Year a season ago, All-American multiple times, had some battles one-on-one. Pioneers certainly miss AB tonight and every night. Harvey that time stripped Bosch inside. I thought Gerard thought he was fouled. Officials disagree. Wildcats want to go back to Harvey inside. They do. Double team comes late. No, that's a bailout. Excuse I'm mimicking the sideline of the Pioneers. It's Quentin Harvey, who's an excellent player. I think that time lost it on the way up and had a couple Pioneers there vertically, but he's going to head to the line for 2 free throws. Foul's going to be called on Bosch. And Harvey's free throw up and in. Quentin Harvey already in double figures. He's got 11 points. Ahmed Magoob will check back in for Baker as well. And Harvey 2 for 2 at the line. So he's got 12. Baker's lead back up to 8. 6 minutes to go here in the first half, and Bryant gets things set for the Pioneers. Flip action. Here comes that step-up ball screen from Bosch. It's going to be a Spain action with Langer setting a back screen and popping. Bryant into the paint, kicks. High post, now out top to Voss again. Ball keeps moving around the perimeter. Wildcats have not allowed it inside of about 15 feet. Bosch has to take a 3 at the end of the shot clock, and it's no good. Good defensive possession for the Wildcats. You see Isaiah Cole back in from Mid-America Nazarene. He'll draw the assignment of guarding Ty Henry and keeping him away from the three-point line. Henry with just 2 points so far, but can get hot in a hurry. There's a pin down for Henry. Flips it right back to Wittick. Pick and pop. They got a switch. So Malachi Bryant on the much bigger Quentin Harvey, and Harvey goes right inside, stolen away. Good help side. Brooks Langer came over and picked the pocket. Langer to the rim, off the glass, no good. Wildcats pull down the rebound. They got numbers. Harvey spins inside all the way to the cup and scores it. Henry with the bucket, and Magoo picks up a cheap foul 90 feet from the bucket. That will take us to the under 5 media timeout. It's a 10-point ball game. The Wildcats lead at 33-23, 4:54 to go in the first half. You're watching Hart Sports Network and MNUsports.com. Cole inbounds it to Bryant. Just under 5 to go first half. Pioneers trail by 10. Empty side pick and pop action for Bosch. Here comes Langer on the crackback screen. Brooks thought about the screen, thought about the three, turned it down. Good defense by Magoob. Buchanan stuck in the corner, does get it to Bosch on an outlet. Brooks takes a three from the wing. It's partially blocked. Henry, full outlet to Kason Richardson, and he goes all the way to the rim. He's fouled, and both guys went down awkwardly. I hope everyone's okay. Looks like Bryant and Richardson are both getting up on their own power, which is a sigh of relief to me, as I thought Richardson may have hit his head, and Malachi did not have his feet under him as he went down, but both guys appear to be all right. It's good news. Kason Richardson good on the first. See Gary Clay back in for the Pioneers. Richardson left the second one just short. Cole finally pulls in the rebound in traffic. Malachi Bryant, the sophomore point guard out of Boston, directing traffic. And run offense out of the high post with Bosch. Bryant takes a three from up top and off the mark, but there's Buchanan and had it stripped. Joe got an offensive rebound but lost it. Whittick, the quick hands. And a nice pass inside to Quentin Harvey. Harvey missed the layup though, uncharacteristic. Pioneers need to take advantage. Clay in transition, slows it down. Cole to Buchanan, Joe's three from the right slot. Comes up empty. Whittick goes backdoor, resets to Magoob. Three on the way right in front of the Pioneer bench. Magoob has not found the range from the three-point line yet tonight. Couple of buckets both in the paint. Harvey again misses the jump hook. That's a couple in a row now from inside. Pioneers fortunate, but have been unable to take advantage on the other end. It's been the Baker defense forcing turnovers once again. Coach Dooley calling out a set this time. Gonna be a little shuffle single, shuffle for Harvey, and then a flare screen out top. Magoob drives from the right slot all the way to the cup. He gets it to go, and he's fouled. Ahmed Magoob gonna go to the line for one more. It's gonna be Bosch whistled for the personal, his second. Magoob gets the bonus free throw to go, and it's a 37-23 lead. Under 3 to play first half. Buchanan gets a screen from Isaiah Cole. Gets a switch with Kason Richardson, and Joe spins baseline, goes up and over Richardson, and it rattles out. Got the matchup they wanted, did the Pioneers, I believe, but couldn't find the range that time, and now Rigatuso will check in for Richardson. So no more matchups to take advantage of out there in a black jersey. Not that Richardson did a poor job. He held his own just fine, but more size on the floor. Nice driving kick from Cole. Bryant, three ball, buries it. Malachi Bryant, big shot off the assist from Isaiah Cole. The Wildcats back down the floor before you can blink. Isaiah Cole going to be whistled for the foul. Reaching in, he was coming over on the gap that time, trying to poke it away from Magoob. Apologize. Lost audio there for just a moment, but we're back. Clay to Bryant, left side. Malachi puts it on the deck, switched onto by Jones. And there's just not a lot of gaps in this Wildcat defense. Malachi, tough pull-up jumper, not there. Another O board this time by Buchanan, and he's fouled from behind. Quentin Harvey picks up the personal, his first. Fourth team foul. Joe gets the free throw to go. He's in double figures with 10 now in the first half, so strong performance from the freshman, who's led this team in scoring on the season. Buchanan, 14.5 points a game, about 11 a game in conference play. Van Dyke will check back in, along with Caberline. Pioneers jump in the press. Anything you can do to slow down the Wildcats. They want to run that quick sideline break after a made free throw. The press takes that out of the picture. Get it to Whittick near midcourt, and he brings it across. Pioneers will match up. Magoob looking to go inside Rigatuso, who's got several inches on Malachi Bryant. Harvey lost his footing. That should be a travel. Instead, they're going to get a jump ball, as I thought Harvey had slid a ways there, but instead it's a jump ball, and possession arrow favors Baker. Just 10 on the shot clock. Whittick to inbound underneath. Box set. Get it to Rigatuso. One-on-one with Cole. He spins baseline, goes up and over Cole and lays it in. It's a strong take from Noah Rigatuso for his first basket. It's a guy that averages about 15 a game, 14 and a half. Cole looking to respond all the way to the cup, gets a tough finish to go. Isaiah Cole answers the right-hand drive and finish. 41-30 your score, a minute to go first half. Wildcats get a post touch to Harvey. Harvey stripped by Gary Clay, and he walked. There's a turnover. Good help defense from Clay that time, and give credit to Caberline holding his own one-on-one with Quentin Harvey, who has 12 points here in this first half, but has had a few empty possessions as of late. They all came early. Pioneers trying to make this a single-digit ball game before the half. Empty side, Bryant refuses, gets into the paint, kicked, and it was an open shooter. Isaiah Cole was there, but pass didn't make it. Stolen away and helped side by the Wildcats, and Henry shot fakes twice, got two Pioneers off their feet, lays it in, does Ty Henry, and that's what being such an elite three-point shooter can do for you. You just have to raise your eyebrows to look at the rim and get guys to bite, which Ty Henry is an elite three-point shooter, and he got multiple Pioneers to bite on that shot fake. Van Dyke probing, lost his footing, got it back. Inside to Caberline, 5 on the shot clock. Caden kicks. Bryant for 3. It was partially blocked by Magoob. Jones got the rebound, and Pioneers are lucky, fortunate, maybe the better term, that's going to be a shot clock violation, because Corey Jones had the ball in his hands and had it thrown the length of the floor to Ahmed Magoob, who was all alone. But instead, it was a shot clock violation after the block shot. Baker going to take a quick timeout. It's a 43-30 lead with 11 seconds to go in the first half here on MNUsports.com. Whittick gets a high flat ball screen out near midcourt, gets all the way into the paint, good hands. Caberline poked it away, and then Jones stole it right back. Shot did not get off in time, so first half is going to end with a 43-30 score. The nationally ranked Baker Wildcats come into the Cook Center and impress here in the first half. And Pioneers, led in scoring by the freshman Joe Buchanan, will find themselves trailing by 13 at the break. We'll be back in 15, bring you stats from the first half and second half of action here in the Cook Center on Mid-American Nazarene University.
High fly ball deep to left field. Gone! Victor Sanchez Ramos wins it for the Pirates.
You have got to be kidding me with this guy. Sends Park to Nationals.
Top of the screen, a little bit of a head start. Now throw over the middle, man wide open. And off to the races are the Pioneers. And nobody's going to catch him. 10-5 touchdown Pioneers. Quick strike offense. Able to come up with a huge chunk of yards.
There on the right wing for the Cumberlands. Bicycle kick. Polish! What a start for the Statesmen! The best goal I have ever seen on the Dross field, and it's in the biggest game I've ever watched on the Dross field.
Well, welcome back into the Cook Center. We're set for a second half of action between your hosts, the Mid-America Nazarene Pioneers, and the visiting Baker University Wildcats. The Wildcats took a 13-point lead into the break. They were led in scoring, as they are most nights, by senior all-conference performer Quentin Harvey. He had 12 in the first half. Pioneers led in scoring by their leading scorer, true freshman out of Manchester, England, Joe Buchanan, with 11. Gerard Bosch, the sophomore, with 8, right behind him. Pioneers got to come out of the gates quick here against top 25 ranked Baker and make this one a close game here early in the second half. Empty side ball screen for Buchanan. He spins into the paint, kicks Langer. Deep three from the horse's head, and he knocks it down. Brooks Langer, that's what he does. Sharp shooter from downtown, buries his first three of the game. We got a 10-point ball game. Henry looking to answer the definition of a sharpshooter. Ty Henry had a clean look in response, missed it, and Pioneers come up with the stop they needed. They can string a couple together here. 10-point ball game now. Buchanan will bring it across. Back to Malachi Bryant. Brooks goes up top to Gerard Bosch. And he was looking for Buchanan. Ahmed Magoob stole it away, and Magoob going to lay it in on the other end. Wildcats have been so good defensively and done a nice job turning it into offense, playing with some pace. Bosch triggers offense off the elbow. Malachi Bryant, three ball off the bounce, left it short. Henry pulled in the rebound. Here's Whittick in transition. Whittick to Magoob, three ball from the right wing, and Ahmed Magoob, 5 straight points. Lead back to 15. Magoob now with 14 points in the game. Langer gets a ball screen from Bosch, gets a switch. They go inside. Gerard on Corey Jones, goes to that right-handed jump hook and gets it to roll in. Nice job taking advantage of the switch, and Bosch in double figures with 10. Baker back down the floor so fast, and Harvey takes the three from the corner, missed it. Cole pulled it in. Pioneers going to bring it across with numbers for a moment, but settle things down, run offense. Bryant looking for Langer. Now Bosch top of the key. Gerard shot fakes, gets into the paint, drops it off. Nice play. Finished by Joe Buchanan, but that's a pretty pass from Gerard Bosch. Made some plays off the bounce this year. The sophomore showing some versatility on the offensive end. Magoob throws it away in the corner. There's a stop. Been a game of runs here early in the second half. A 5-0 run for Baker. Pioneers respond. Have a chance to make this a single-digit game now. Mid-America sideline is begging for some fouls off the ball, or Baker being real physical with cutters. Haven't gotten them. Wildcats not in foul trouble in the first half either. There's a nice move. Joe Buchanan got the defender off his feet. Not once, but twice went to that head fake. Finally got the Wildcat to bite, and he lays it in. He's got 15 now, and it's a 9-point ball game. Henry in the high post, resets to Jones. Henry, not a guy you can give any space to on the perimeter. Whittick, a guy that you can. He's a hesitant shooter. Puts it on the deck, gets inside, and good defense from Malachi Bryant, better offense. Whittick goes up and over, hits a contested pull-up too. Just 4 points in the game now for Whittick. Buchanan puts it on the deck, spins, had it poked away, got it back. 15 on the shot clock now. He's trying to get it to Bosch, finally does with just 10. Gerard fouled by Magoob. And it is an absolute battle to get into offense against this Wildcat defense. And that's just the first personal, and then it's going to be erased by an illegal screen called on Buchanan. Just the first on Joe, first team foul in the second half. Whittick flips it back to Magoob, little dribble drive look. Now it's Jones, gets into the paint. Spins into the lane, fouled, and he got it to go. An and one for Corey Jones. A lot of seniors out on the floor for the Wildcats, and they're playing like it. Jones off 2 feet into the paint. Gets a strong finish to go, and Langer's whistled for the foul. It's 4 seniors and a junior that start for this Wildcat team, and then they bring in senior Rigatuso and grad senior Cayman Lennox off the bench. So of their top 7, all upperclassmen. Team that had a lot of success a year ago, brings back most of the key pieces from that group. Of course, Pioneers conference champions a season ago, but lost 4 of their 5 starters. Time they're going to get Corey Jones for the foul off the ball. That's his first in the ball game. Bryant to Langer. Brooks goes high post. Gerard Bosch gets it to Buchanan for the 3, and Joe Buchanan knocks it down. Pioneers hanging around. 18 points now from Buchanan. Trail 3 from Harvey, too strong back rim, but another O board, this one from Jones. Henry ran off the 3-point line. That's your job. Make him shoot 2s. Pioneers do. He missed it. Got his own rebound, missed it another one, that time at the rim on the putback. So Pioneers come up with a stop, even though Wildcats had a couple of looks inside. Now Joe spins inside, kept that pivot foot down, up and in. Joe Buchanan with 20 points. Pioneers make this a single-digit ball game now, and Coach Hepker pleading with his group to string some stops together. Wildcats, when they need to answer any type of run, often find number 12 on the block. They were looking to go to Harvey, couldn't get it to him. Whittick gets inside, shot fakes, smokes the layup with the left hand. I think Pioneers are happy if he's shooting the ball. Whittick's so good defensively, does a lot of things well, doesn't score it great. They can make him take a lot of field goal attempts. That's probably a game plan decision. Good defense by Corey Jones, poked it away. Pioneers able to recover. Malachi Bryant all the way to the cup, in between 2 defenders. Found himself up against the back wall. Baker often running in transition. Henry, shot fakes, step back jumper from 15 feet, got it to go. Tough shot from Ty Henry. He's got 8 points now. The junior out of Topeka. Bryant this time goes by the ball pressure all the way to the cup. Good take by Malachi Bryant. It's exactly what you do against super high pressure on ball defense. Just go right by it. He does that time. Malachi capable, so quick off the bounce. Lead yo-yoing back and forth from 11 to 9, and we're going to get a foul on Buchanan. His second. Third team foul on the Pioneers, and we'll take the under 15 timeout. It's Wildcats 55, Pioneers 46, 14-14 to go in the ballgame. It is Baker basketball, baseline underneath, Nick Wittick to inbound, and he's guarded by Branton Van Dyke, who's in off the bench now, along with Caberline for the Pioneers, couple of subs. Wittick has to throw it into the backcourt to Cayman Lennox. And the lefty grad transfer from Wayne State, but UMKC before that, I believe. Running the show now for Baker. Wittick kicks back to Henry. Pioneers drive him off that three-point line. That's what you have to do. That's Harvey. Snakes into the paint and misses the reverse layup. Put a bunch of English on that. I think he could have just laid it in and spun it off the glass. Caberline. Looking for Van Dyke backdoor. Wasn't there. Buchanan with the reverse, and Joe Buchanan continues to find success in the paint. He's got 22. Lennox driving inside. He was bumped up top by Gerard Bosch, and that's the third on Bosch. And we'll see Gary Clay head to the scorers table. There are no, well, excuse me, Caden Caberline is on the floor for the Pioneers. I was going to say there are no bigs, but you almost have to match sort of a five-out lineup at times against this Wildcat group. Rigatuso puts it on the floor, gets inside, throws up a wild shot, no good. Was looking for the foul, didn't get it. Buchanan, step back three from the left wing, and Joe Buchanan is absolutely on fire. 25 for 25 in the white jerseys, and we've got a 4-point ball game in the Cook Center. Cayman Lennox all the way to the cup, finishes. Strong take. First bucket of the game, I believe, for Leno. Second bucket of the game for Cayman Lennox. He's got 5. Lead stretches back out to 6 with 12:52 to go in the ball game. So Joe Buchanan keeping the Pioneers in it. We'll take a full timeout here on the campus of Mid-American Nazarene University. You're watching the Heart Sports Network and MNUsports.com. Van Dyke will run the show for the Pioneers, trailing by 6. High post catch, Caberline. Looking for Gary Clay right side. Clay kicks back to Buchanan. He's run off the three-point line that time. Swings to Langer. Good ball movement for the Pioneers on this possession. Brooks finds himself alone left side. 3 on the way, back rim. And Buchanan going to be whistled for the foul. That's his 3rd. It's hard to get on your freshman trying to make a effort play, but he's been so important to the Pioneers offensively. Can't afford to pick up that 3rd foul going up and over that time. He'll learn that his young career. I'm sure that's something the coaching staff will talk to him about. Just situational awareness. He's been phenomenal offensively. Magoob inside, working on Langer. Shot fakes, goes up and through, missed the first one, got the putback to go. Ahmed Magoob has been a handful for the Pioneers. Magoob's got 16. Lead back up to 8. Van Dyke swings to Clay. Gary Clay gets into the paint, drops one back door for Brooks Langer. It was touched. Last touched by Quentin Harvey. So Pioneers will keep possession. It's a good look. Langer had a half step there. Just couldn't complete the pass on the back door. Caberline hands it off to Van Dyke. He's blitzed all the way out near midcourt. Pioneers playing 4-on-3 behind it. Magoob makes a heck of a play. Comes over in rotation, steals it away. Lennox pushing in transition. Gary Clay steals it away. Langer couldn't track it down. Never really saw it. Pioneers threw it right away after the turnover, and Brooks was head down and running. Just couldn't track it down. Missed opportunity in transition that time. Magoob off the short roll, kicks to Rigatuso. His three from the wing, rattles out. Through the hands of a Pioneer, in the hands of Kamen Lennox, all alone, 15-foot jumper goes in. And there's another turnover. Van Dyke throws it away. Rigatuso steals it, spins into the paint. He's fouled. Van Dyke got him spinning into the paint. We'll see Elijah Voss check in for the Pioneers. Van Dyke whistled for, I believe, just his first. But it's the 6th team foul on the Pioneers, so Baker will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Corey Jones out top. 4 out, 1 in look now. Finally have one that's in all the time, and it's Kenyon Russell in the post. Of course, Rigatuso and Harvey spend plenty of time there. Jones drops it off for Russell, and he gets the layup to go. Thought Caden Caberline got a piece of that ball on the way up, and Russell finished it anyway. There's a whistle on the far sideline. I'm not sure who it's on. It's going to be on Rigatuso. His first. Rigatuso having a quiet night offensively against a player, first team all-conference player, I believe, a year ago. Comes in off the bench, plays 24 minutes a game, averages almost 15 a game. Just 2 so far tonight, about 3/4 of the way through. Caberline, nice take inside. Caden Caberline kept it alive on the fake dribble handoff, a little pass fake, and gets the floater to go. Caberline showing a little bit more offensive game than we've seen early in this season. He's got 6 points, but they've been some impressive moves from the big fella from Olathe South. There's a stop for the Pioneers. Buchanan back in, tracks it down, and he's going to slow things down, play one-on-one with Corey Jones. Puts it on the deck. Jones a good defender, but Buchanan a little bit of a size advantage. Double team comes, and there's a foul. I believe it's going to be on Magoob. It is. His third. 4th team foul on the Wildcats. So that'll send us to the under 10 media timeout. It's Baker 63, Pioneers 53, 9:54 to go in the ballgame. Pioneer basketball, baseline underneath, Van Dyke to inbound. Gets it to Bosch, flips it right back to Van Dyke. Little elbow ball screen from the Pioneers. Got a switch. Buchanan got Kenyon Russell on him, and then Van Dyke turns it over. Great play by Caberline, got it back. Shot clock never reset, so they said the possession never changed. Branton's got to cast one up from top of the key, and an unbelievable tip-in by Buchanan is not going to count. It'll be a shot clock violation as the initial field goal attempt was well short. Press comes on. Baker breaks it. Lennox runs the show up top. And Brigatuso just about fumbled it out, but Baker able to keep possession, and a spinning Corey Jones gets all the way to the rim, misses the bunny, but there to clean it up is Kenyon Russell. Russell with 8 points in limited minutes off the bench has been effective inside. Buchanan takes a three and hits a three. Joe Buchanan doing his best to keep the Pioneers afloat. He's got 28 points. Wildcats go back inside to Russell. Caberline cuts him off. Brigatuso to Henry, and Henry missed an open three from the corner, which is not something you see very often. Might be the commentator curse, as he's had a couple open looks from three tonight. Does not miss those very often. Has not found the range from downtown. I think all 4 of his field goals have been 2-point range. Before tonight's ballgame, Ty Henry was 19 for 32 on the season from downtown and 10 for 16 in conference play. And he's on every scouting report as a shooter. You know he's not getting a lot of clean ones. Buchanan one-on-one in the post with Corey Jones. And that's going to be a foul on Jones, just too much contact inside. It's the 5th team foul on Baker. No free throws yet.
That was his 2nd personal, 5th team foul. Brooks Langer back in for the Pioneers.
Brooks Langer checks back in for the Pioneers. Brooks comes off a stagger, curls, resets. Caberline in the pinch post, attacking Russell, goes up and over, and Caden Caberline, another nice move, gets the right-handed jump hook to go down. Caberline's got 8. Pioneers stay within striking distance. It's a 7-point ball game. Timeout Pioneers. 8:08 to play, 65-58 Baker. We'll take a 30-second timeout on the Hart Sports Network and MNUsports.com. Pioneers talking defense here coming out of the timeout, and it's all containing the basketball, keeping dribble penetration out of the lane and by yourself, because Wildcats are so good at keeping you in rotation once they get you in rotation. And even if they don't score on that initial shot attempt, when you're scrambling in rotation, it's offensive rebounds that find themselves in the hands of the Wildcats. You see, Pioneers can take the challenge and keep the ball out of the paint one-on-one. Easier said than done against a talented Wildcat group. Cayman Lennox goes by Buchanan into the paint, scores, and he's going to go to the line for one more. The lefty got downhill to his strong left hand. Gets the and one to go.
Fouls on number 25, Joe Buchanan. That's his 4th personal, 8th or 7th team foul.
And Lennox gets the bonus free throw to go, so he's in double figures now with 10. And he's going to pick up a quick touch foul. Pioneers little pistol action, guard-to-guard screen on the right side. Baker switched it, but Lennox picks up the foul.
That's his 3rd personal, 6th team foul.
And there's an illegal screen. Caberline going to be whistled for it. Two-man game on the right side. Second illegal screen called here in the second half on the Pioneers that I don't think the staff agrees with. Lennox directing traffic, goes to Jones. Out to Rigatuso. He drives the slot. Had it stripped by Malachi Bryant. Good hands by Bryant. But last touched by the Pioneers. Henry one-on-one with Buchanan, trying to pick up Joe's fourth foul. Instead, Ty Henry just going to fade away up and over. Gets the bucket to go. He's got 10. Caberline attacking Russell. Turnaround jumper left it just short, and the battle for the rebound goes to Rigatuso. But Wildcats, I thought Wildcats turned it over on the sideline. Official closest to it says it was last touched by Malachi Bryant. .12 lead for Baker. Will inbound sideline in front of their own bench. Lennox going to get things set up top. A little screen the screener for Rigatuso. Pioneers switch it. Henry up top. Got to drive him off the three-point line. He gets the three off, and it goes down. Ty Henry buries the triple. Back-to-back buckets from Henry. That's his first three of the ball game. It comes off the bounce. He's got 13. Pioneers timeout. 6:26 to go in the game. 73-58 your score. MNUsports.com. Buchanan going to bring it across the midcourt. Gets a screen from Langer up top. Wildcats try to switch. Buchanan gets downhill. Goes up and over Corey Jones. Got it. Joe Buchanan, 30 points. Exactly half of the Pioneers' offense. Lead is 13. It's going to be about the defensive end, though. Can you find a way to slow down the Wildcats, who have gotten red hot? Lennox snakes his way into the paint, kicks Henry, just hit one, puts it on the deck, swings to Kamen Lennox for three. Missed it. There's Buchanan to track down the rebound. It's that high flat ball screen. Gets a second one from Langer. Wildcats blow it up with the switching. Bosch drives baseline, goes up and over Quentin Harvey, and he's fouled. The official 6 inches away from it missed it somehow, but one from midcourt comes in and makes the correct call, which is a shooting foul. It's the second personal foul on Harvey. 7th team foul on the Wildcats. Both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. Bosch knocks down the free throw. You see Isaiah Cole check back in for defensive purposes here. Bosch gets it to go. Sideline break, blown up this time by the press from the Pioneers. Wittick breaks the press himself and then had it poked away for a moment, got it back. Just about a turnover as he crossed midcourt. Ooh, maybe one too many steps, but Ty Henry, I guess, kept that pivot foot down. I thought it slid from up here, but he's going to be credited for the bucket. He's got 15. Post entry to Caberline. Malachi Bryant goes over the top to him, and he's fouled on the floor. Fouled by Rigatuso. His second. And when we come back from the under 5 timeout, it'll be Caden Caberline at the line for 1-1. It's the Wildcats 75, Pioneers 62.
Welcome to the Heart of America Athletic Conference, where innovation meets tradition. Here, growth is not just measured in victories, but in the development of character and sportsmanship. Our student athletes compete at a championship level, pushing their limits every day. The Heart is committed to an uncommon student athlete experience that features some of the premier athletic programs in the NAIA. Our commitment to excellence goes beyond athletics, establishing a community of support and mentorship. But what truly sets us apart is the heart with which we play. Join us and experience the passion, the drive, and the spirit of champions. That passion and commitment extends off the playing field and into graduation. The Heart of America Athletic Conference, champions in competition, leaders in life.
Caden Caberline at the line, shooting a 1-on-1. Front end, too strong. So empty possession. Harvey pulls down the rebound. Here comes Baker in transition. Henry resets to Nick Wittick. Ball working around the perimeter for the Wildcats. Henry, late shot clock. Spins in the lane and fouled by Caden Caberline. His third.
That's his third, 9th team foul.
Langer will check back in for the Pioneers. It is a frustrated Pioneer bench right now, I think. Have absolutely battled to keep this game close, especially the freshman Joe Buchanan with a big offensive performance, but you guys have stepped up on both ends and not going to have a ton to show for it at the end of this one as the lead is expanding here late for the Wildcats. Again, this is a 8-1 ball club, nationally ranked in the top 25. Pioneers have played a couple of highly ranked teams this year in Oklahoma Wesleyan and Indiana Wesleyan, so they are battle tested, but it's a Wildcat team that is rolling right now. 5-0 in conference play, back-to-back blowout wins in league play, and looking strong here tonight as well. Buchanan's going to go to the line, got downhill to that right hand. Was bumped by Quentin Harvey.
That's his third. Ninth team foul. Joe Buchanan at the line shooting 1 and 1.
Joe gets the front end of the 1-and-1 to go, adding to his career night. His young career, so season high is also a career high at this point. Make it 32. It's a 13-point game. 4 minutes to play. Magoob breaks the press. Skip pass to Henry. Henry unselfishly turning down the three as he's gotten hot here in the second half. And all alone under the basket is first-team all-conference Quentin Harvey, and he just missed an uncontested layup. He did get it back, however, and was fouled. And he's going to go to the free throw line where he's just as efficient. About a 75-80% free throw shooter. It's the fourth on Gerard Bosch. Both teams in the double bonus now. Harvey had 12 points pretty early in the first half, and that is his 13th. So has been quiet ever since, has had plenty of guys there to pick up the slack. Ty Henry's one of them. He gets a steal. He's off and running. Dropped it off from Magoob, who couldn't handle the pass. Stolen away by Isaiah Cole. Good hustle by Cole, first to the floor. Comes up with a steal and calls a timeout. So it'll be Pioneer basketball, 3:54 to go when we come back, 78-64. Malachi lets it roll all the way to midcourt, saving precious seconds. And Baker comes out in a 1-3-1 zone, something they haven't seen all night long. Give you one different look coming out of the timeout. Just to break your rhythm, can't run the set you just talked about. Flying around in it are the Wildcats. Isaiah Cole found himself all alone, missed the three, but tipped in by Bosch. Pioneers jump in the 2-2-1 press. One of the fallbacks of jumping into that zone. If you're not in it all the time, you can give up an offensive rebound. And Pioneers come away with a steal for just a moment as Cole stole it away, threw it back into the hands of a Wildcat, but there's a block shot, and Pioneers do get the stop eventually. It's been a ragtag couple of possessions. And Baker staying in that 1-3-1 zone. And this time deflecting a pass, but finding himself all alone at the top of the key is Malachi Bryant. And he knocks down the triple. So 5 straight points after the timeout, 69-78. Pioneers stay in the press. Will not go away. And, there's 20 on the shot clock. Ball's in the backcourt. I think by rule, if there's 20 on the shot clock, that's a 10-second violation in the backcourt. Officials are going to say he got the timeout off in time. And so maybe they're going to have to add a second or two to the shot clock. I'm unsure. Because if that reads 20, they're going to have a little conference about it at midcourt. So that Nick Whittick got a timeout called prior to a 10-second violation in the backcourt. Trying to hear the conversation at midcourt between the official and the scorekeepers here. I'm just too far away. And there it is. So they did add 1 second. There's 21 on the shot clock, which is why Wildcats were able to get the timeout called. So I'm not going crazy. Whittick probing, gets it back to Ty Henry. That's Magoob all alone on that left wing into the paint. Kicks Nick Whittick 3 from the corner. Does not draw iron. That's a shot clock violation after the air ball. Good possession defensively for the Pioneers. Just about forced a turnover in the backcourt and come up with a stop. Ball did not hit the rim. That was the discussion there. Head coach Sean Dooley asking, should we have got a reset there? And official said, no, it didn't hit the rim. Comes that high ball screen, turned down, crack back, Langer. 3-ball from the top of the key, left it short. Buchanan gets the O board. Puts it up, missed, but Bosch is there. Second chance opportunity, no good. And Bosch is going to earn an extra possession for the Pioneers. Thought he should have been at the free throw line. Some physical play inside. No fouls, but Pioneers keep possession. Ball sent in near midcourt to Bosch. Bosch working on Harvey. Gets all the way to the rim. He's fouled, got it to go, and one. Gerard Bosch. That is a strong take and a difficult finish. Fouled by Nick Whittick. Bosch, the left-handed player, spinning away to that right hand, finishes with the right. Going to go to the line for one more. Having to play through a lot of contact, both groups now. Both teams in the double bonus. Pioneers have 6 on the floor. Okay, Buchanan comes off. Chance to make this a 2-possession game. And does not connect on the extra free throw. So 7-point lead, just under 2 minutes to play. And Isaiah Cole fouls Whittick near midcourt, or excuse me, fouls Kamen Lennox near midcourt. Which Lennox is just a 55% free throw shooter on the season. So scouting report decision there. So Whittick, who's not a great shooter from the three-point line or from the floor, frankly, is a 100% free throw shooter. Definitely not a guy you want to foul. Pioneers decide to go play the foul game with Lennox, and percentages will tell you 1 for 2 is likely. He hits the first, so big box out coming. And he got them both. Kamen Lennox 2 for 2 at the line, and he'll exit. Corey Jones will take his place. Jones, for what it's worth, has not made a free throw on the season. He's just 0 for 2. It comes down to the foul game. Pioneers got to go quickly, trailing by 9. That secondary break action, pistol on the right side. Now they want to get a screen for Buchanan. Bryant had it poked away. Malachi had his man beat to the rim, but had it poked away from behind. We'll keep possession, baseline underneath. Nice cut by Isaiah Cole, and he's fouled. Perfect execution on the inbounds play from the Pioneers that time. Strong cut from Isaiah Cole. Fouled by Whittick. Pioneers are going to keep yo-yoing Joe Buchanan out of the ballgame for defensive purposes when they can. I believe it's because he's got 4 fouls. He's not on the scoreboard right now, but he must have 4. Lennox checks back in for Baker. Cole misses the front end. Gets the second. 8-point game. Here's the press. Lennox goes through Langer at midcourt. Could have been an offensive foul, was not called. Coach Hepker is begging the officials, it's got to be something. It's either an offensive foul or it's a blocking foul, but it can't be nothing. But nothing was called. 10 on the shot clock. Whittick now inside, probing. Shoots up and over Gerard Bosch. Another empty trip from Whittick, but Baker going to battle for an offensive rebound, and they're going to get 20 seconds baseline underneath. Just over a minute to play now, 3-possession game. That's a big rebound. Magoob gets it out near midcourt, resets to Whittick. Bryant pressures ball out top. Here comes a high ball screen from Quentin Harvey, and a foul with 5 on the shot clock. Going to be whistled on Gerard Bosch. That's his 5th. So Gerard will exit with 16 points. A heck of a game from Bosch. He battled all night. He and Buchanan have been the offensive focus that kept the Pioneers within striking distance. But Nick Whittick will be at the line for 2, and Whittick, as I mentioned, is a 100% free throw shooter on the season. 10 for 10. Make it 10 for 11 as Whittick does miss the first. They'll send Caberline into the ball game to secure this rebound. Oh for 2 trip from Whittick, but an offensive rebound and a putback from Quentin Harvey. Makes this a 10-point game once more. Clay double teamed in the corner. Back to Bryant. Gary Clay, 3-ball from the wing, too strong. That's going to be tracked down. Great play by Nick Whittick to save it out of bounds. Ty Henry going to be fouled along the baseline, and he's going to walk to the free throw line. Ty Henry, a 93% free throw shooter, 13 for 14 on the season, heading into tonight. Just a pure stroke, knocks it down. 18 points now for Henry. And this one may be just out of reach for the Pioneers. 31 seconds to play. Now a 12-point lead for the Wildcats. Bryant going fast as you have to at this point. It's to Caberline, misses the jumper. Shot clock's off now. That should do it. I don't think the Pioneers are going to foul. So the Wildcats will move to 6-0 in Heart of America Conference play. Pioneers drop to 2-4. It's an 84-72 win for Baker. Pioneers' next one is Wednesday night at Missouri Valley before their home Saturday for Benedictine. 2 next week with a chance to get back to 500 in the league play. Appreciate you tuning in on Heart Sports Network and MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube.